This is going to be a GG. I'm going to blow this guy out, but he's probably just going to pass, not let us do it. Go Fulmar. More rain. More rain. Theoretically, we play Fulmar ranged. So we have our space in the melee row, but this game's over. We don't have to do anything. He's got a 13-point card. Just for fun here, we'll click this, click this, click this, and just kind of show the value we get. Normally I'd pass here, but as long as we're doing a showcase on the deck, we'll just show off what we can do. And this is basically what you do. That's the idea of the deck. Go to 170, he goes to 13. Today we're playing Rioghan Rain. I don't think I've made a Rioghan version of Rain in a long time, if at all, and someone pointed out. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to run a pretty standard version of the deck. There's really not much flexibility in what you put in here, which is why I'm usually not the biggest fan, but let's talk through what we have here. Fuchsia, you have to replay your Melusine, replay your Rioghan, so you need the Fuchsia. Fulmar is part of the combo. Basic idea for the deck is you go into a long round 3, usually longer, medium-ish round, and you have your setup. You play some Rain, you play Fulmar, transform a bunch of Rain into Storm on a row, and then you summon back the Rioghan the Undying, triggering all of the Storm turns, and destroying everything on that row. And at the same time, you're going to be boosting up your Messenger of the Sea. It is a very, very strong combo, but it takes a lot of things to set up. Usually you need a Defender, and you need Fulmar, then you need more Rain out, which usually requires Melusine, because we don't play that much Rain generation. You probably want to save your leader charges for it, but this deck isn't the best at taking round 1, so you might be down to 1 or maybe none of those. And then you have to have a Messenger of the Sea, and then you have to have Rioghan in your graveyard. So it takes a lot of steps, but it is pretty strong if you get to work. And the deck has some flexibility in how you play it other than that, so that's the general idea. Like I said, with Fuchsia, Fulmar, Melusine, pretty standard. Covenant of Steel to defend our Melusine. I like to open with this, which you'll probably see in the games. Then we have the discard package, Coral, Burna, Morkvarg, both Skirmishers, and 1 Scald. You could replace the Scald with a tech card if you want, but I like having the 1 Scald. It gives you a lot of options, because if you draw really poorly, having a Scald will let you Freya's Blessing it, which can save you sometimes. So like I said, with the discard package, we have the Singerfist's Right to bring back our cards. We have Rioghan, so he's the key card here. He starts in your graveyard, so he thins your deck by 1. It's not worth the provisions just for that, but he has the other effect that when he's played or summoned from the graveyard, trigger all remaining Rain as storming opponents out of the battlefield, and that's kind of what we want to do. It'll use up all of our remaining turns and be pretty good for getting a bunch of points. Bride of the Sea is fantastic. We can replay the Right if we need to, replay the Freya's Blessing, we can replay a Tears of the Siren, something like that. Very good. The Scorpion Decoction as well. We are running the Scorpion Decoction. The 6 damage is pretty handy. 2 Messengers for the Sea for big engine cards. 2 Freya's Blessings. These are bring back messengers from the sea primarily. The Skirmishers for discard. 2 Priests. I like the Priest. You could also run Melusine Cultist. I like Melusine Cultist better in the non-Rioghan versions. We're playing a little bit more on the self-damage in this version. So I like the Priest, but you could certainly run a Cultist. If you don't want 2 Freya's Blessings, you could run a Cultist there. If you don't want to run Decoction, you could drop Decoction and the Scald for 2 Melusine Cultists. The reason you might do that is because we only have the 1 control card with Decoction. And if you only have 1 control card and it's a 6 damage card, that doesn't always answer stuff. So you wouldn't be too crazy for dropping this and a 4 for 2 Melusine Cultists. It really is helpful. Then we have the Swallow Priest, I said. 1 Tears of the Siren. This is a 4-prison tech card. This can be anything. I ran Spores here before. You can run Squirrel. It can be anything here. It's just whatever tech card you want. I like having the Tears of the Siren as a way to give the Bride of the Sea in early rounds something to target if you don't have any leader charges or any rain duration out. But you really shouldn't be in that situation very often. So this could be anything. Same thing with the Hermits here. You could use these any 4-prison cards. The, where are they? The little half-roos are also really good here. Yeah, these guys. So the difference here is the little half-roos give you rain. So the little half-roos give you rain and the potential of the bonded value. The Hermit gives you the Cultist tag and the synergies with self-damage. So it's whatever one you think you prefer here. I'm going to go with the Hermits in this deck. That way we can make sure we have the Melusines reset as much as possible. Then I mentioned the Skellge and 2 Armored Drakars. These are for the Priest, for the Hermits, for the Melusine, just self-damage synergy. Yeah, this is the deck. It's pretty set in stone on what most of the cards are. The flex slots here that you can change are probably Decoction, maybe a Blessing, Priest if you want to run Cultist instead. Here's the Siren, and it's basically the 4 versions. Like, the gold cards are pretty set in stone what you have to run in this deck, which is kind of why I don't like it that much, because it's not a lot of deck building to the gold cards, but we'll stop talking about that and get into some games. So this is going to be pretty hard. Because he's going to play the same stuff as us, right? He's going to go Melusine, Defender, Drakar, Priest, all that good stuff round 1. He's going to have that as well, but I think he's going to have much more tempo, right? He's going to also have the Sigvald. Let's go, man. What's up with everyone's first turns taking so long nowadays? Okay, that's fine. It's a veteran.
Stars are all the trophies I need.
He's gonna go Priest, we go Priest. We do have 2 Priests and 2 Drakars, which is really handy. He's just gonna go Hermit instead.
Tide rolls in, tide rolls out. It's not anything you can possibly explain.
These decks do run Heat Wave sometimes, well, usually, so that could be a problem, but we need our Melusine to get boosted if we're going to have a chance here, because his long round is stronger than ours. If he kills Fulmar, his round's stronger. And I think he'll be able to kill Fulmar. Let's be really careful with this Coral. It's a Marindrome. Okay, that's not bad. Let's go second Priest here. Then we go second Drakar. Should be lots of engine value. He might pass though. Second Drakar really gets us tons of points every turn. Looks like he's setting up his own Melusine. There's his Ceres. Second Drakar. And this should be a lot of value per turn here. So you kind of see it, we just got... Like, we're on even after the end of that turn. We just have so much boosting going on between all those cards. Tons of synergy. And let's see if he does his own. I expect him to play his own Melusine. Then we can go for our Coral, finally discard. Ring of Favor. Okay. Sure.
That might even be amusing.
You know, that was really unfortunate, but whatever. We are actually pushing him on even here. That was on Melusine, he might have to Sigvald. Marindrome. There's Nekkars too. It's looking pretty good here.
In the end, the sea is one of them.
We hit 2 armor there, but it doesn't really matter too much. So we are up. We have so many points per turn, basically. That's what this comes down to. He's up 13. We can't play either of these, but we still can play Morkvarg. Not that it's really a card you usually want to play, but we will.
What will you do?
And he knows we don't have anything, right? If he sees us play Morkvarg. But then again, we are getting so many points per turn that it might just be too much. We're going to have to pass next turn. We can't use our Rioghan. But he's going to pass for us. Look at all that, by the way. That's such a perfect setup. If we get Fulmar, we can actually go for a 2-0 maybe. It's actually looking really good. Surprised how well this is going. Very surprised. We just go to the long round 3 then. If we go to the long round 3 with double last say, we can play Fulmar, and then he won't have time to stop the storm when we go Rioghan. It's really good. We do have to keep in mind we can't stop the Sigvald or the Nutthakalis combo, so that could end up hurting us. But he's going to want a row stack for all of his cards, which helps us out with Rioghan. So yeah, basically we last play the... This is even more rain duration. What else do we want? Defender. We want Defender. So we last... Okay, good. We last say the... We go Fulmar, second to last. Last say is right. We use Fukusha to get as many turns of rain duration as possible.
Who's next? Any of you's got
I think we just match that.
We'll show you how blood spelling's done.
We have a Sigvald now. Get our Melusine back. When I say Sigurf is right, by the way, last say, I meant off a Bride. There's not the Callus. He has full combo set up. We can't stop that. This decoction does nothing. Honestly, I think we just burn it. We want to burn it earlier. We do want a cultist next to this. But for now, we're going to have to just burn a... That's a cultist. Discard this, and this decoction is pretty useless. Still waiting for the Sigvald to come down. It's probably this turn. We can kill the defender. Oh, he doesn't go for it here. So we're gonna bring back a 4 provision card. It's probably Jakar. With the Fukusha, I mean. But first we go for this. So we get a refresh here.
Poor beast that you are.
Like I said, he's gonna row stack. There really shouldn't be a way for him to stop this combo. And we're probably gonna blow him out.
Lady of the Seas, daughter of the heavens, accept my sacrifice!
Accept our sacrifice!
We bring back that guy, actually. That's probably what we want to do. Where's that hermit?
A drop of knowledge will overpower even a sailor's.
We're gonna destroy this, by the way. We might just kill every point he has. We'll have to see. I'm surprised he hasn't played Sigvald yet. It wouldn't help him too much. Like, it would be a good card here for sure. But I don't think it would save him.
Everyone's got one, but most are best saddles.
Melusine sends blessings. Repay her with reverence.
And this is going to be a crazy combo here. We're going to completely destroy this guy. I really hope he doesn't quit, just so we can show it off. But we'll see what he does.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
He's got a fair lead here, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. We're going to blow him out so hard. So we go Fulmar. Put this here. We do this. We do this. We do this. Transform. And then we go like this. And he's not even allowed to do it. But he'd have 2 points left after we did this in his range draw. So it's a GG. Stockpile Siege. This deck is incredibly strong. So this could be a problem. Well, thankfully, usually it's Devotion. Which means we'll keep our Rioghan. Just a chance. This hand looks pretty good. This is for King Radovid.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
Oh, he's gonna put it on that. Okay. Trakar should give him a little bit of a slowdown. He's not gonna want to just shoot that, but he might like shoot it and boiling oil it, so we don't have it. Okay, so he does hit it. Kind of think we just play the second one. Just make everything annoying for him. Then we'll probably decoction this Ballista. Although we can now save it for Radovid, which might be worth. I think we save this for Radovid or Hansel. If we're going to do that, we'll just go into the coral here.
I can do a great deal more for you.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
sacrifice!
Any warfare card blows up our field, basically. But not much we can do about that. Do you want to go into Melusine? Like, he's probably going to go Amphibious Assault and then blow up our Priest. While also probably getting our Ballista. We just don't have removal in this deck. It doesn't fit. Like, you don't have the provisions to add removal. Which means we kind of lose to this kind of this stuff, which is annoying. There's the Amphibious Assault. Oh, he's gonna pass here. That's interesting. I'm not sure it's good for him, but we go Melusine here. And let's see here. He gets no more points. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, -1. So that's 3, 1, 2. This gets +1, 1, 2, 3. This gets +1 from hitting armor 4. We'll just do one of these guys. That gets us the round. Man, I did the classic mistake. Forgetting we get to trigger our end of turns twice. Two of these. There's no way we beat this long round. This means we have to play this round. But our hand's really bad. It's with the Burna. I just hope we draw well.
Stand before the Queen of Skellge.
We did not. We don't have a choice, though.
Let's not get in the way of
We just don't have a choice. I guess we did. The only card we're really missing is Defender, really. But if without Defender, nothing lives. There's Siege. I said we were saving that for Henselt, but we need to remove that, I think. We had the option just to go for a short round Melusine round 3 instead of, and then use our combo this round. I think that will be a better play overall. Gives a better chance of winning, that is. Just save Fukusha.
The sea demands a price, and you shall pay it.
Take 3 damage on our Melusine here. He might leader charge to kill off something. I think we go Fulmar into Bride. Which one's he gonna kill? That's the question. Probably the right choice. But it'll be back. It will be back. Let's go Fulmar.
Honor to be sacrificed to the goddess.
So we go leader, or we go leader, yeah, leader, Bride, and we just save Fukusha round 3. We don't need Fulmar's order. Go like this. Go like this. Play right. Get Melusine back again. We're just trying to boost her up for a big round 3 finisher. And we have to pass here because we need this Fukusha round 3. So we'll just have to see if he can kind of beat us here. Or what he has to play to get out of the round. He has no crew, so Full Test Pride's a lot less scary. Though he could Hensel into it. That might be what he's doing right now. Looks like it. Yep, he's gonna use leader charges maybe? Yep. It's fine. Yeah. This is all fine. Still our big finisher. The Henselt's gone, the siege is gone. So we just go Fukusha, Melusine. Shoot. It's a 20-point play. It's not that bad. We just like don't have anything for Rioghan in this game. We're not even bother playing him, basically. Okay, 2 of those. That is interesting. What do we get? Probably both priests, but is that better than one of these? Probably. There's the Radovan.
Do not test my patience.
This out here.
I could do this all day.
Do you want to play Reinforced Ballista? Yep.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
We can bring back the Drakar if he kills it. If he kills our defender. So we'll bring back next. And just go finish with Fukusha Melusine. He's got a movement. I'm gonna bring back the Drakar now, actually.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
I don't think he has much left. Okay, that's not too bad. He's going for a movement again. What's he going to move? He moves Drakar. So. That's good. Melusine will get Defender then. So we go Fukusha here for +1. Get our Melusine back here. She is. Put it here. Alright, let's see if he can get enough points. I'm skeptical. Very skeptical. Yep, and that's a GG. Midrange off the books. Very, very common deck.
Bad feeling about this.
One we're not too excited about, if we're honest. We have the Seas from Philippa. They'll always take our defender, it seems like, round 1. Isn't the worst thing. And we got triple discard fodder. Got 2 discarders. Put this back. Maybe get Burna. Did not get Burna. I really want maximum value off Coral so we can kill a tax collector. So I think we just play this and just let it sit here. If he plays the Professor on this, I don't care that much. It gives him a lot of coins. For sure. Okay, he didn't do it. So now we go Coral.
I suppose.
Discard one of you.
Let's not get in the way of the
Discard you. And the next turn we go for the Scald. Got a lot of tempo going. It's really nice. There is the tax collector.
Now, dwarves do not childcare tax relief.
Don't you pester me.
Yeah, this is coin spender gone, so that's nice.
Just one more circle.
We have our Drakars still. Here's another one.
The eternal fire guides. The eternal fire protects.
We have a lot more points than him here. I'm not sure if he wants to keep playing. Normally you would, but maybe he has the answers to our defender and our Melusine. Or defenders and such.
Best not play with fire, liable to get burnt.
And he does have really good tempo plays of his own in these tributes.
Best egg ever. Why, Constable, this is powdered sugar. Accept our sacrifice!
16's a fair amount, but he is Syndicate. So he can probably come back here if he wants to. We do need round control for this to work.
Have you made
So we might have to go Fulmar here. Like I said, we can do the Rioghan combo without him. And if it goes off here, this is the round he's going to have a lot of stuff in one row with. Or a lot of stuff in one row if we want to go for this storm. He's going to Payday. It's a bit annoying if he kills that. It's fine though. Let's do the Fulmar. So we don't have Melusine yet. We can always Syndragriff right back the Fulmar for round 2 also, or round 3. I'm kind of expecting a Philippa to come down though. Philippa or Junior. No, he doesn't have it. That's fine. It's pretty good then. The question is, do we go for the 2-0 or the long round 3? The issue with the long round 3 is if he's playing a Philippa deck. Well, we'll just have to, it just comes down to what we draw. Let's see what we get. It's not a 2-0 looking hand. Ooh, we could burn it though. Go for a 3-round game here. We'll go for a long round 3 and then maximum summoning. We'll just get as much rain on as possible and then go with the Rioghan finisher. That's our plan. We do have to draw our... We don't have to. We really want to draw our defender though. Burner should help with that. None of those are our defender and these are all not great. The Terrace of the Siren actually is pretty well what we're trying to do. Okay, so that's good. Missing right though, so we only have Fukusha for replaying from the graveyard. Potentially Burner draws us into right. That would be ideal. And honestly, we might use the Blessing to get a Skellge.
CV1265X for that.
We shall do it my way.
Just do those two.
Bloody height mages. Shooting second nature to 'em.
It's worth bringing back Skull to try and draw Cinder if is right. It's not that. What do we have? It is, I think. I think it's worth it.
Bow before modern Freya.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Listen well.
So Philippa's a problem, and then we have Professor, Freak Show. We need Decoction to save. We need to save Decoction for Freak Show.
Thought you'd never ask.
I think he played enough tributes for King of Beggars. Did I count wrong? We counted wrong.
Corpses. Except sometimes they're quite fresh.
So we go Defender here, and he's going to Philippa it, which is annoying. If he Philippa's it, we want going to the melee row, I think. No, we want to go to the range row if he Philippa's it, so we can hit a Freak Show still with Decoction. Because he's going to Philippa it this turn, like 95% sure. We'll leader Philippa. Nope, just go for Junior. I mean, that works too. Does work as well. He Philippa's this, is that a problem? I mean, anything he does is really a problem. But I like we have a choice. So we're gonna go this, we're gonna go this on Freak Show, and then finish with Fukusha. I just don't think we can get enough turns of rain, unfortunately. There's the Philippa. He has to stack all into one row for us to win this. Let's just go into a messenger. This should bait out the Freak Show so we can hit it with Decoction. And maybe our second messenger lives. There's the Freak Show. Well, I mean, normally we would bait it out and kill this, but he's going to boost it with the candle. Oh, he should have boosted it with the candle. Maybe messenger lives. If we get a messenger to live, we're fine. So he hasn't played Drayden yet. Maybe we just go for the Tears of the Siren. We have to be greedy with this, though. Potentially we can go into right if this dies. Or Freya's Blessing if this dies and play it again. But we won't have enough rain to win the game. So it looks like this is going to be a GG via us losing. This is for the Drayden tribute. We do actually have this lady live. I think we need Tears of the Siren.
Show mercy, I beg. Grant me death swift and clean.
He's gonna go Savala here. And we don't have enough rain to win, so it's going to be a GG. It's a valiant effort. I mean, we didn't really have a chance as soon as he got the Philippa. There he is. There's a reason this deck's meta, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. Yep, didn't have enough. Is that Invigorate or is that Guerilla Tactics? I can never tell these apart. It's Invigorate. So hand buff? Guerilla Tactics, nope. So potentially Dwarves. Dwarves is a huge problem because of the armor. So that would be not good. Let's put it that way. Drakkars are good against Dwarves though. This is alright. This is a pretty good hand for what we're gonna probably be facing. Okay, so it's just gonna be elf stuff.
Stop gurgling like
I think we definitely coral this.
I can do a great deal more for you.
Definitely kill this with coral. No excuse or reason to do anything else. Now, I have seen Guerilla Tactics with the dwarves. They also play the elf cards. We'll see. I've also seen Precision Strike dwarves, which was very strange. There's a Vandane, so quad Waylays is definitely going to be what's happening here. Let's go into this Priest. We could go Burna, but I don't really want to discard these cards right now. We're going to lose our Melusine this game. So Saskia. This is getting heat waves, but we're going to play it anyway. So you know 2 of his cards are Waylays. Okay, he's just going to go for the Waylay on it. He's going to move it. Move it again. Do all 3 moves. Okay, I don't care that much. I mean... we could Fukusha it. We're going to draw into Synergy if is right. Do we need to Fukusha it, though? That is the question. He definitely doesn't have Heat Wave, but he could be setting up a Squirrel. He squirrels it. He only gets 4 points. I want to bring it back.
Your descendants, my beloved. Sacrifices for Melusine, one and all.
This sheep tree.
We should really have enough here that if we pass, we can't keep up. He only has 1 Waylay left. Ring of Favor. Let's go for a Messenger, I think.
Melusine sends blessings. We pay her with reverence.
So this is the last card in his hand we know. It's down 12. I want to do a leader. Then play this. It's not this. This one. That should do it for the round.
This message.
Winning the round's really important.
His eyes only.
He should pass here. He's not going to win this without sim loss. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I work for the Queen. Better than work for the humans.
Our problem here is the sim loss quad Waylay. The nice thing is that it gives us a bunch of stuff for Storm to potentially hit. The bad thing is it kills everything. If we draw into Defender, that's really what we want. We do need, like, completely need our right, though. So we're going to try and draw into that this round. Let's go Burna.
So be it.
Discard this, and probably this.
Looky here.
It's maybe Alyssa. Shuffle back.
Death would be a mercy you do not deserve.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
8 points. This might be the turn he tries to go up a card. Oh, so this is what's going on. He still has quad Waylay, by the way, which is nothing to joke about. Just pass. That was a low tempo play. Marigold Tailstorm. He's the only person other than me I've ever seen play that card. But yeah, we're not gonna outvalue him in a Prison Pendant round. He still has quad Waylays though. there's the right. We absolutely needed that. Decoction, questionable utility here. Very questionable. One of these might be better, honestly. Blades might have an Izing Rim. This won't be too bad. It could kill another sorceress. As far as the rest of this, I think our hand's good. Let's just keep this. We really should have enough here to deal with this stuff. Okay, now I'm glad we kept the decoction. Although, yeah, we just do this. I was gonna say it's not too bad if he gets a bunch of those because we can storm the rope, but there's no guarantee the Fulmar lives, especially when he's got Waylays left. If he banishes our Rioghan, we might just lose the game though. To keep that in mind. Okay, so we go Defender.
Got business for me?
We'll show you how blood spilling's done.
We have 2 rights, so if he kills the Defender, we can write it back, then Bride to bring back Rioghan. You know, Tempest. That is a card that does exist. We're gonna Freya's Blessing. Probably want to bring back Messenger. It's only a 4 here, so we might kill it, but we can bring back a second one still. It's gonna lock it. These targeted cards are really not doing any tempo for him. So we write back the... right back Melusine here. It's a 19. He has to answer this. If he doesn't answer this, it's just too many points. Okay, so we go here, go Fulmar, and this is a GG. I'm just curious when his Herald Gourd comes down, if we can kill it. It's not Herald Gourd. What is it? Oh, duh. I knew that. I knew that. It doesn't matter. We make our Rioghan, and we take this game. Questions by how much? Answers by a lot. GG. Reckless Flurry should be interesting.
Got a bad feeling about this.
If it's a heavy control deck, you could have a problem. But the nice thing is Skellge is a faction that more often than others runs Devotion, and so they can't banish our Rioghan or Melusine. I don't really want Tears of the Siren, honestly. Usually like to save these for later. And we'll put this back. This is probably a Magic Compass deck. That's usually what these people play, but we don't know that for sure yet. The Jakar is nice because it denies the Coral damage. Even if we don't have a synergistic card with it. It makes him not want to open Coral. We can just straight kill that, which is really nice. This is really good for us.
Great deal more for you.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
Yeah, that's a really strong start. I think we should win this round now. We have the priest to go on there too. Can't kill that one. Oh wait, we can because we have Berna. We still have one card to discard, but we can always Freya's Blessing back something. for these, and we'll kill this great sword too. And I think he's going to pass coming up real soon. Well, Freya's blessing back that priest, I think, for engine value. Hjalmar, he's taking revenge on Coral. I can see why. And I think here that we should have enough points that he's going to pass. Although he committed Hjalmar, so maybe he doesn't want to pass. There's his Coral.
That might even be amusing.
Let's not get in the way of the axe.
Here's the thing, I don't really want to play any of these cards. At all. So we might pass. He needs a lot of points. Because we get 5 points off of this. Because we pass here. This gives us 3. It's his turn. Comes back to us. We get 2 more. So we're essentially at 31. He needs 19. That's not a small amount. But the thing is, if he has Coral now, so probably his own Burna, I think we pass. There's throwing a favor. That's gone. Like I said, there's the Burna. If this hits the armor on our ship, it's really good for us. But like, we didn't really have tempo left. Oh, he had no discard. What did he discard then? Megascope and Bear Witcher. Okay. Needs 9. Well, actually, he needs another 3 after that because he goes back to us again. So, leader charge. There's Knickers. Knickers coming out to save him. Alright, we got a leader charge out of him and a long round 3, so this should be decent. Yeah, it should be decent. If it's Magic Compass, then he's really kind of messed up. Well, not messed up, but he can't use the Echo, so that might bother him a little bit. And we just want to get a strong hand for round 3 here. We're still missing Melusine. That is a problem. Like, he can't play anything here, right? Well, you can bleed down 2 cards with some decks, but I don't think this is one of them. So we go for the Siri Nova. We're not going to be able to kill her, so I think we just go Drakkar. I'll play the Hermit next to it. And if we play Giga Scorpion Decoction, 1's on the shield, it takes 5. And that should be pretty good. Reduces carryover. He went down a card for 3 points of carryover. I don't think that's worth it. We know what he's doing now. It probably... yeah, Hjalmar got buffed to a 9. He's probably going to be playing the Erendite as well, if I had to guess. Okay, where's Melusine? We really need her. Oh wait, she's right there. Alright, this is looking pretty good then. Pretty good indeed. So let's just open with the Defender. He's gonna Junod her, but then we'll bring her back. We immediately write this back.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
Let me play our Melusine. He shouldn't have another way to kill this, I don't think. He's played Hjalmar and Junod. Yeah, I don't think he's another way to kill it. So we should be pretty safe here. Go Melusine. Then we start playing Messengers and then Priest. I guess Priest first because we want that Cultist reset. Priest. Messenger, Messenger. Well, that's annoying. I mean, we click this in case we both tie enough War Provision card. But let me play but we're really after this Cultist. The rest of these cards we kind of want. So yeah, we tied on the 4 provision card. That's nice. We don't have to play a discard from our graveyard now.
Shoot down, stab him dead. Easier that way.
So we really want to just stack a bunch of rain on this row, so that when we go for the Rioghan, we get maximum value.
This message is for Fulmar. His
And if he
eyes
can't get to our cards here, he shouldn't be able to win. There's the Arondite. We can still resurrect twice. Went for a... not sure what that was for. Let's go with the messenger for the sea, from the sea. Do this again.
to hang will never drown.
Bear Witcher's going to kill our Melusine. We bring her back.
Double the coin and consider it done.
We have Cultists, so let's just go... let's do the Bride Resurrect here. Syndicate is right. Bring back Melusine.
The sea and its goddess.
Keep stacking Rains. He's got his Verification here. That's fine. We just put more rain out. Let's play this. We know he has a thing from the box of his own left. There's the Magic Compass. This is going to be a GG. I'm going to blow this guy out, but he's probably just going to pass and not let us do it.
I fish breath.
Go Fulmar.
Oh, swine.
More rain. More rain. Theoretically, we play Fulmar ranged, so we have our space in the melee row, but this game's over. We don't have to do anything. He's got a 13-point card. Just for fun here, we'll click this, click this, click this, and just kind of show the value we get. Normally I'd pass here, but as long as we're doing a showcase on the deck, we'll just show off what we can do. And this is basically what you do. That's the idea of the deck. Go to 170, he goes to 13. So that's the deck, guys. There's really not too much room for changing the deck unless you want to be drastic and cut Fulmar. You lose out on the giant finisher combo if you do that. But potentially you can get enough rain otherwise that doesn't matter. More turns of rain. I will mention a couple things here. You can change the bronzes. So Skellge, the Hermits, Tears of the Siren, the Priests, and I think you really want the Blessings. So maybe one blessing, but that's what you really have to change around here. You can also remove the Decoction if you want. The Decoction here, it's nice, but it's your only removal card, so it usually isn't enough to stop any type of engine deck. But other than that, we'll talk about Fulmar later, but there's one thing we want to point out here. If you want to go all in on the rain stuff, you can go for Vader Maker and Scepter of Storms. So basic idea is you have your Scepter of Storms, it spawns rain, 3 turns of rain, and then you have the Vader Maker. So if you have the Scepter of Storms out, it increases the durations by 3. So you can do that for some really cool plays, but it's not very consistent. And if you go all in on that kind of synergy, you might find out that you don't have it in the rounds you need it in. So I want to point that out. By the way, Skellge Storm, I wish this card was playable. I really wish that card would fit, but we need a lot of wide decks for that to be good. As long as we're talking about 6 version cards here, the only one to mention is the Gremist. The Purify is handy if you get locked. It's also handy if you bring back Messenger's Seal a lot and it ends up getting doomed and getting banished from that doomed. It's worth pointing that out. And the other thing, I think that's all the big things to mention. Yeah, I think so. Okay, now back onto the big one. You can potentially cut Fulmar. If you cut Fulmar, you need more rain cards. I think, by the way, that instead of hermits, thing is, we cut hermit. We don't have a lot of cultists, so I like having hermit. But you can cut the hermits. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. I'm just saying it, but you can cut them for the little halfers. So you could do that. You just kind of short on cultists that way. Maybe you cut a blessing for a Melusine cultist. But these are all very like this guy. These are all very fine adjustments you make, right? It's whichever of these bronzes you like better are the ones you play. And they probably won't make too much of a difference overall in a game. The Tears of the Siren slot, I think, might be a change. But the big thing here is you can run a version without Fulmar. Why you would do this? It's basically because you need removal. Like if you need removal in your deck and you don't have enough, you can go like that and like this and cut those. And you have 18 provisions here for 2 removal cards. Did I just remove decoction? Yeah. So you got 12 provisions here, and you can add in a removal card. So you could add in your Heat Wave here if you wanted to, and then you could also bump the you bump the decoction to something else, maybe by cutting a provision here. So it's worth pointing that out that you have that option. But as long as I don't think this. This is. I don't really like this deck. I don't really like the Rioghan in general. He has his moments and he makes a lot of good highlights, but I usually just typically find the decks it's too linear and the opponent always knows what you're doing, and it gets countered far too easily. Right? Everyone's running Graveyard Banish, not everyone, but most people are running Graveyard Banish, and if they're not, they have Seize, so they can seize your defender and your Melusine. And I just find Rioghan. I just don't like the deck, but. That's just my personal opinion. I just find Rioghan's usually not worth it. You get a lot of highlights, we also get a lot of lost games where you can't perform the combo. And if you can't perform a combo, maybe then you take out the Fulmar for it. For removal cards and such. But yeah, that's the deck. Hopefully you enjoyed. We had some interesting games in this one. And again, let me know what other decks you want to see in the future. I have a couple in mind that we're going to do next. But after that, well, your suggestions are what I go by. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.